What's happening, guys? We're back live again. We're gonna be back live again. There you go, guys. We're gonna just chat today, nothing crazy. Just go bored. I'm bored. I'm gonna publish a video on YouTube soon anyway, but let's have a chat, guys. Maybe I can help some of you that lost her soul. But if you lost your soul, I'm here to help. Why? What are your credentials? None, but I'm pretty confident. Broke. I'm broke. So I'm not gonna start a live giving you financial advice because obviously I'm broke, literally. So, but when it comes to confidence, when it comes to flirting, courting girls, or just like general confidence, I'm here to help 100%. That's a freaking own it, Tommy. So shall we overlay the chat here? Come on, guys, let's go, homies. You can ask me anything you want. I'm gonna talk about confidence today. How you can build a confidence, especially if you are in your early 20s, mid 20s, late teens. That's actually a very interesting life for you. And I'm gonna really help you out on many issues such as building confidence, giving up addictions, managing your addiction and destroying them, or like speaking with girls, because lately I've been having quite a lot of success due to my free time, basically. Because if you don't know, guys, I had an injury at this point in time. We are talking about 6 weeks ago. I had an injury in my ankle, and that gave me a lot of free time. And the best, okay, maybe you can argue on that, but maybe one of the best way to employ your time is to get laid. or just like to enjoy the company of women, which is always a very interesting experience, being around women. And definitely you need that female energy at some point in your life. You need that, and maybe you want that even every day. You kind of want that every day, that kind of female energy that makes you, it makes you like, will pump your emotional health to new heights. So this is why, guys, because I had the injury, I start making videos. I'm going live sometimes. I make videos sometimes, but I'm not doing pranks because my pranks are dangerous. That's why I go injured, because I risked big time. Hi, Nabil Pla, how are you, mate? So yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about. Why you need some female energy in your life, plus confidence, plus everything about women. And again, guys, as I said, and as I introduced the live, I said, wow, who are you to give this kind of advice? Who are you to discuss it? Guys, I'm not, did I say, oh, I'll teach you how to become rich? No, I'm broke, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm broke, and I'm not gonna give you financial advice, but I'm quite successful with girls. I'm quite successful with videos and pranking. And Irina, привет. Всё хорошо? Which language he was? He was Russian. Okay, guys, I'm half Russian, half Italian. Maybe that's why I'm doing pranks. That's my Russian side, risking my life recklessly. That's why I got injured. And Italian, I'm good with girls. Probably this is if you want to go for stereotypical advice. Oops. So just chatting, guys. Where are you from? I'm from the UK. As I said to you, half Italian, half Russian. Don't hate me because I'm Russian, because I don't know, maybe you can. You actually hate me, fuck it. So anyway, guys, we don't talk about girls, yeah? Maybe, and confidence. Because obviously if you don't have confidence, you can get laid. You can get laid, homie. And that's a fact, isn't it? Because like, in order to, if you want to talk with a girl, you need to approach. That's it. You need to approach, innit? Or you need to be in the right environment where you get approached, or you either pursue or you attract. But definitely to attract girls is very difficult. You need to build a lot. You need to really build yourself to a point where you don't need to approach anymore. You need to be in the right places to do that. And fame is a big one. Is how you get so much attention. And guys, I'm not leaving myself really. I'm still pursuing women in a way, Because I lack status. I don't have status myself, but I got my friends, and this my partner. This guy is my cameraman, but he's a famous prankster in the UK. And sometimes I'm his cameraman, so we know each other extremely well. Guys, he has like this guy, my friend, has a very good friend, 800k on TikTok, maybe 900 by now. And when you get 900,000 on TikTok, or he has even like 100k on Instagram, guys, girls DM him. You don't need to pursue girls anymore, because when you go fame, your perceived value is so high, and is a natural aphrodisiac for women. They will text you. You don't need to do anything. It's people like us with no followers, maybe 1k, 2k, 3k followers, 100. We need to do the hard job. You go girls, I do. Why? Because I got free time. But before, not really. Not because I lack skill or lack the ability to flirt or confidence. No, because just I was so focused on making pranks that I just didn't focus on girls. Hello, bro. I'm from Bangladesh. Where are you from? I'm going out with a Bangladesh girl right now. Yeah, I'm from UK. Bangladesh girls are very tough. Because of their faith. If you're Muslim, it's hard already. Plus this girl, she has like past trauma, because obviously not every man is a nice man, and some men abuse women. That's the reality. And obviously when you abuse women, you build them a trauma, so they are very difficult to crack and to lower their barrier in order to have sex with you. So yeah, that's Bangladesh woman, and I already told this girl I'm already helping somehow this girl, because she's from Bangladesh. But how many times I told her, listen, you are not in Bangladesh, you are in Europe. Europe is a Western continent. We live by Western standards. We live our own rules, and there are our own traditions. So you come here in this country, but in Europe, I'm from UK in this case, or it can be Italy, Germany, doesn't really matter. Western Europe. And you need to forget some of the things that you bring growing up with. For example, I know in Southeast Asia there is a lot of pressure for education. Study hard, education, degrees, university. There's a lot of pressure. And the first question, I'm not even joking, guys. The first question she asked me, what's your background? What's your education? I said to her, listen, we don't ask this question here. Like, if you ask this question, you're a weirdo. You're weird. You don't ask this question. This is the Western Europe. You understand? There is no such pressure as studying like in Southeast Asia. I have done. First like and subscribe. Well done, homie. Thank you, Jakub. What's the best girl? Well, depends. Depends because there are a lot of type. Depends which area we are talking about. Talk to best of all the time? I don't know. What's the best girl you cracked? The best girl who cracked, she was my ex. But that was like 8 years ago. No, I would say 8 years ago I was with this beautiful girl, and bro, intensity, that kind of intensity is something you never get. It's very hard to get this kind of build that kind of like sexual tension, because that was a concoction of sexual tension plus feelings, emotions, and it was like strong. So it's a crazy feeling. So I would say that I'm boy, no girl. Of course you're a boy. I know you're a boy. So anyway, guys, and and guys, just enjoy the company of women. That's my biggest advice. You wanna improve your life. You wanna move forward in life. For me, guys, go out with girls. The reason why first of all, you need that female energy. Because if you're like on the age like me, very like focused and very like selfish and a lot of aggressive, not very empathetic guy like me, if you're like very aggressive, very arrogant, strong ego, you need that female energy, because sometimes you need to lower your defenses in a way. You need to make sure that you are not burning out. You need to make sure that you are not pushing too much, because even if you, sometimes you need, the old belief system of pushing too much doesn't make sense, because, for example, that's why you get injured. And me, I was pushing too much, guys. I wasn't listening to my body. I was pushing too much. That's why I got injured. Because sometimes you need to be grace. You need to exercise grace. Sometimes you need to relax, bro. For real. Especially if you got big ego, you need to relax, my boy. You need to treat your body gracefully. And allow the body to recover. And girls serve this purpose. For example, I love when women, because I love female energy, I love when women take my mind, my brain, and shift my focus to something else. They are very good at it. It's like, when you read a book, and you read a book. You don't think about what you're going to do tomorrow. You're not going to think about which workout you're going to do. You're not going to think about your past. You're reading a book, you like the book, and you think about the book. And girls are the same. They really take your mind and they let you focus on themselves, which is a good thing, because sometimes you need a break. You need a break, and the way they make you feel, the way they behave towards you. Of course, you need to teach them how to behave, because obviously you are the man. You need to lead them. You need to show how they treat you, and you need to make sure that you enforce boundaries at all the time. You Eastern Europe, I'm Russian. Eastern Europe, I'm Russian. Yeah, I mean, you can call it Eastern Europe, but I'm Russian. So let me check, my boy. I met this one Aussie girl, Perikist. Good, my man. Still have to experience Australian girls, but looking forward for it. So yeah, so guys, yeah, you get my point, and this is quite important. Female energy is something extremely underrated, but you need to be in company of women, because you need to make sure that you are not awkward. You need to exercise yourself to be comfortable with girls, because that's very important, guys, especially for your dating life, for your relaxation, for your hobby, whatever, for your just being like a complete human being. And definitely something that you shouldn't neglect. That's what I would say. Being with women is something you shouldn't neglect at all. But obviously, Gera, how do I surround myself with girls? Well, guys, the answer is can be quite simple. There is a lot of work. There is some work to do behind the scenes, but definitely, guys, it's very reachable. It's very simple. First of all, you need to work on confidence. But everybody's talking about confidence, about approach. Oh, I like this girl on the street, I'm gonna approach her. Yeah, of course, this is okay. It's good to have, but not necessarily. You don't meet girls usually by approaching girls randomly in the street. You can make a living. You can teach other men how to do it. I can do it because, again, guys, I can do it because I'm a prankster, and I'm the master of social interaction. I'm the master of social setting. Prankster, they do crazy shit. We do crazy stuff. So for me, talking with girls, prank them, saying crazy shit, or flirting with them very hard is not difficult for me, because I'm a prankster, because all my social fears, all my fears have been overcome. I don't have social anxiety anymore. Poof, disappeared. And obviously, as a prankster, you don't have social anxiety. And that's one of the perks of the job. But guys, you don't need to do what I'm doing. I'm going to tell you the easy way to do that. Usually, when you meet girls, be realistic. How long you going to believe for? How long you going to believe for? What do you mean? How long I'm living in the UK? Long time. So, again, freaking hell. I think we done. So yeah, guys, what do you think? Where do you meet women the most? I'm going to ask you the question. Where do you meet females? Guys, usually you meet them because you work with them. You saw them for a while in the gym you are working out. You see in your course, whatever course, you met them at university, you met them at school. It's like you meet women naturally based on where you spend your time in. If you work out a lot of the gym, you meet a lot of girls in the gym. Probably you see them multiple times. If you employ your time in going to uni, you're gonna find girls in uni. So I mean, live like live stream. How long you gonna be live for? I don't know. I usually my live lasts for 1 hour. So 1 hour 30. So I would say until 8:30. Oh fucking! I need to. Yo, Vena. I don't know. I can pronounce your name. Give me a sec. I need to defrost my fish because then I go some frozen hot dog and I have to consume it. So I'm gonna defrost it. Give me a second. I need to go to the kitchen. So I'm gonna be absent for 1 minute. Give me a second, boy. Thank you, Omi. Oh, I'm back. I'll be back, okay? Okay, no problem. So yeah, guys, this is where you usually meet women. You meet women around. University, schools, doesn't really matter. When you work, you meet girls. Now, confidence, you need to develop confidence, but not that confidence of cold approach. You know, what does mean cold approach? Also, just say D as my name. Okay. So what I mean is the following: is not a cold approach. You don't need to meet a random girl you don't know and start to talk with her. You definitely don't need to drink a lot to approach girls on the streets. You don't need to do that. What you do is you're gonna go to I'm stay cause you chill. Oh, chill, buddy. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is like definitely this is how you do it, isn't it? You just whenever you are, you're gonna find females naturally. You go to the library, you find girls in the library. You go to the hairdresser, you find some girls in the you go to shopping, you find girls. The neighborhood you living in the same maybe in the same house in the same building, you find girls. And all you need to do is to use is you need to have confidence, okay? So to do that, you use proximity as your best friend to meet women, meaning you're gonna start speaking with women that are close to you and they go to your same places. They go to your same place. Maybe you saw them a couple of times. Just go there and strike a conversation. That's how you get laid. And confidence is what is it? Confidence, as I already told you many times, guys, is just not go on the street and approach random girls. Confidence is enforcing your boundaries, because obviously if you accept everything a woman says to you, she is not gonna respect you. And the confidence is the ability to let her go if you don't like her or if you don't agree with her. You know, so you need to be dominant. You need to assume a dominant role in a potential relationship. It's all about power dynamics. It's how much power you got on this female, how much power she got over you, and you need to be always on the upper hand. There is no way you can be equal. It doesn't make sense. She either follow you or you follow her. That's it. There is no, you don't follow each other. It doesn't work like this. The relationship doesn't work like that, especially when it comes to flirting and to establishing yourself and really making a very good first impression. So, for example, I'm going out with this chick, yeah, and so she's from Bangladesh, for example. Well, I'm going out with a Brazilian girl at the same time. Anyway, because of course I go free time, innit? So I go out with a couple of girls at the same time, and it's risky because I don't recommend to do it. It's time intensive. Obviously, guys, if you wanna become rich, free, blah blah blah, you should definitely spend a lot of time doing that rather than being around with girls, because obviously girls, there is a time energy, time, and money intense activities. Obviously, you need to have some money if you want to go out with girls. There's no freaking way, because obviously you get rich by being single and you get poorer by being in a relationship. Because obviously, a man saves money when he's single. A man spends a lot when he's in a relationship, and that's the opposite is for women. Women, they spend money, they are poorer when they're single, and they get richer when they are in a relationship because the man pays for stuff. You get my point? So obviously, guys, if you want to try to make in life, definitely, guys, don't give too much time in. Don't spend too much time with girls. That's extremely important. That's my advice I can give to you. Don't spend too much time with girls, but doesn't mean you need to be like a monk closed in a monastery and pray 24 hours a day and being like never have sex in your life, because it's not good either. Balance is always key, and but most of the time needs to be invested in what makes men, which is be free, be rich, whatever you want to do. So, but I got injury myself, so that's why I spend a lot of time, because plus I enjoy. So I'm going out with a couple of girls, yeah. And then I got this Bangladesh girl. When I was talking about power dynamics, you want to make sure that the first time you meet her, you are on the top and she follows you, and you're gonna punish. Okay, not punish. Yeah, you're gonna punish her. And the way you stay at the top is to judge. And this is, guys, we're gonna talk about. Some people call it manipulation. It's not manipulation, because manipulation is bad when you use for your. If you have like a bad purpose for her, maybe you got a bad goal, or you wanna destroy her feelings. I don't know, guys, but what I call is persuasion. You wanna make her feel good, and you make sure the relationship is a win-win relationship. So when you meet a girl, let's say you got the confidence, you approach her and you go out with her. Okay, so you approach her, yeah, you're already going on the top, because she's gonna realize, oh, this guy approached me, is either desperate, yeah, or a confident guy. So when the first moment you approach a girl, is extremely important to make sure that you don't come across as desperate, because usually confidence, like if you approach someone, people don't think you are confident straight out of the bath. People think you are maybe desperate, and there are ways you can actually let the female think that you are confident rather than desperate. For example, the way you look, how you dress yourself, the way your body language, and obviously what you say. What do you say? How good you are with flirting? But the most effective way is just to make sure you give a compliment, and at the same time you make like a non-compliment. For example, so this is the best approach, because you don't want to communicate interest early. Actually, guys, the moment you never want to communicate interest with a woman. Never. It doesn't work like that, guys. Female, they don't work like this. Female, they don't work like this, bro. Because many guys, like me, guys, when I was 16, 17, you just like a girl and you say her to her face, or you tell a friend to say that you like her, or maybe you give some flowers with your name, and you express interest too soon, and that's a big mistake. Biggest mistake you can do to fuck a potential relationship with a girl is to express interest too soon. You're not gonna go to a girl, oh, I like you. It doesn't work. She's gonna say, you know why? And I'm gonna give you a £10,000 tips. This is a tip, like a advice. It's very important advice, because this is the mindset I want you to give today. If the only one lesson I wanna transmit to you today is the one that I'm about to say right now. Ready? So what happens if you communicate interest too soon already to a girl? Oh, you see a girl say, I like you. You know what she's gonna think you? Okay, this guy like me. Do I want him? So in other words, she says to you, okay, this guy like me. Do I want him? So basically, she's gonna give for granted that you're gonna like her. She has all the power in the world because at the end of the day, the ultimate decision maker, she's her. She's gonna be the judge, and if it doesn't like you, you're no, it doesn't work like that. So you never communicate interest because you want to always create some kind of like mystery around the fact that, oh, is this guy into me or not? Let's find out. You understand? And when she gives a lot of time to you face to face, you are the when you stay together a lot face to face, you are in control. So definitely, guys, this is how you do. Never communicate interest too early. Ask for her WhatsApp, but that's it. That's how you meet a girl that you already met a few times. And obviously, make sure you don't compliment too much, because even like when compliments can be a turn off for some girls. For many girls, always make sure that you don't communicate interest. Make sure you just make a compliment, but make a insult, kind of like, no insult. I don't know the exact English word, but make sure you go compliment and insult. So, for example, oh, you are beautiful, but it never work out with Asians. For example, like if you see an Asian girl, oh, you are beautiful, but all the relationship I had with Asians, they didn't work out. You understand? Oh, you're Asians, so but that means like you're gonna expect me to pay everything for it. Like you make a compliment and then you insult. So she, as a result, she's gonna be confused. Oh, this guy is interested in me, but at the same time she said not a nice thing. I'm a bit, you understand? That's mystery. And then you want to ask for her WhatsApp. Never ask for her number. Never ask for her WhatsApp. That's it. You don't ask for her number. Number feels like anxiety. If you tell me, oh, what's your number, you give your anxiety. If I ask you right now, give me your number, you feel anxious. My number, too personal. That's what a female reacts usually. That's the feeling of being a girl. Gives anxiety. It's too personal. It's too much too early. But you can mean the same thing, but the way you say it is completely different. You just say to her, give me your WhatsApp. That's it. Give me your WhatsApp. Of course, it's a number. Everybody knows it's a telephone number, but WhatsApp feels like a social media platform rather than a number. Number is, you understand? Give anxiety. If you just say WhatsApp, you give the impression that it's a bit more like, distanced. So you go out. So that's it. Okay, you text. Okay, you got her number. Now what? What you do? What you do? Very simple. You wait one day. You're not gonna text her straight away, because again, is the first principle I say to you guys is never communicate interest. Obviously, she gave her number, WhatsApp, and after 2 hours you're gonna text her. This is wrong. This is very bad. Because why? Because that means you are a desperate. You are not desperate. You are a man worthy of attention and someone who stand up for himself. You don't want to come out across as desperate, because desperation is a turn off point for girls. You don't want to be desperate. So never be desperate. So you're not gonna text her right away. You're gonna wait one day. Next day, you're gonna text her. So you make sure that 24 hours are passed by the moment you ask for a number and the moment you're gonna text her. Why? Because you're not desperate. You're a busy man. You do other stuff to do. Even if you don't have, you pretend you have. So she's gonna think about you. Oh, why you didn't text me yet? Must be busy. The guy must be busy. This guy must be how do you say? Yeah, busy with something else. And what does communicate to the girl? What the girl thinks, this guy is important. Your status, your perception in her mind is increased because you are not desperate, because you let her wait before she get your text. You understand? You make her wait. And she's gonna think, oh, this guy didn't text me yesterday. What's happening? Oh yeah, maybe he has something to do. Maybe he's going out with other girls. She start thinking. And when she start thinking, she's playing your game. Okay, guys, what I'm already saying, guys, is persuasion. We are using our best arsenal in order to persuade. And persuasion gets a bad image, but it's actually still important. Some people call it manipulation, but obviously you're not gonna hurt female feelings. Why? Because females are amazing. Females are amazing. You need the female energy. You need to respect females. You need to be with women, and you need to be enjoy the company of women. You are not a dickhead. You are not a oh man, women are this and that. No, you are not that. Okay. So you start to text her. Okay, Gera, what should I text? Hello, how are you? No, you don't text that. Or maybe you do, but you try to be like very, very to the point. So people think that you need to be funny on messages. People think, oh, when you text with a girl, you need to be clever, you need to make her laugh, you need to write long poems, like paragraphs long like this. You need to write books to girls and send them via message. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to make sure that when you talk with a girl, your only goal is to make sure you schedule a date. That's the most important thing. You don't need to be clever. You don't need to make her laugh. You don't need to be a clown. You don't need to speak too much. Yeah? And you don't need to ask many questions. You need to make sure that you set a date. That's your goal. Because your final goal, what is it? Is to get laid. Maybe. For some. For me, yes. To get laid, okay? So your goal is to get laid. To have some sex. So you're not gonna... And messaging is a platform which is extremely important to set a date and meet face to face. So that's your goal. Your goal is to meet her in person again. Okay? So the way you do that is just ask her to go out. You're a busy man. You're busy. You don't want to talk about your life experience, your story. It's not like your friend pal. It's not your like friend of letters. You're not looking for a friend pal. Pal means like a guy like you text each other. You're friends on the internet who text each other a lot and never meet each other. You're not that. You want to schedule a freaking date. That's the most important thing. So, okay, you take your phone. Hello, how are you? You say how much you are adventurous. Like one of my pickup line, which I read from one guy, which is extremely accomplished, is how adventurous are you? So you're going to start the conversation by asking a question. And she's going to say, I am a lot. And you're going to tell her what are the 2-3 things you always want to do, but you didn't have time doing it. She's going to list, oh, I want to eat a pizza in this place. I want to go in this country. I want to do a crazy experience surfing on the freaking English channel. I don't know. You get my point. And you make sure that you find she's going to say your proposal and you're going to do, okay, let's do that. And then you set up a date. When you're free, when are you free? I'm free this time. Boom, let's schedule. Make sure you're gonna follow up the day before or the morning. Where if she's gonna attend, you're gonna attend. That's it. My advice is always, guys, make sure that logistically you are very close. Don't go too far. Never go too far. That's my opinion. Unless you wanna go for a trip together, you're gonna stay 2-3 days. Fine. Okay, you're gonna sleep in the same. Fine. But if you wanna for a day, don't go too far. That is a killer, bro. You don't want to make a date a nightmare from the start. You wanna make sure that you are very close in order for her and for you to be in the best mindset possible. Imagine, like, let's say like you want to date, yeah, and maybe the place you chosen, the place for drinks or dinner is 1 hour late, 1 hour far away from where she lives, bro. In that hour she get pissed off for me. She get pissed off. It's too much of a hassle. You understand? You need to make things easy and fast. So make sure you find a place that is near her house, or she get home safely. So okay. So now you meet her, guys. I'm speaking like anyway. Let me know. D, are you still here? So let me know, guys. Okay. Now you're gonna meet her. What's gonna happen? He is the best thing. So what is your goal? To get laid. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go out with her. You're gonna go out with her, right? Right. So you're gonna go out and you're gonna meet. And now you make sure that you establish yourself as a dominant person. Don't forget about your height, forget about your financial standing, forget about your skin color, forget about your tattoos or your how you look. It doesn't really matter, bro. Only because men are not that important. I mean, beauty in men is not important. So even height is not that important. All you need is confidence, confidence, confidence. And confidence means when you meet this girl, you are leading. You are leading the interaction. Okay? You are leading. That's the most important thing is that. That's it. Nothing else, really. Nothing else. Lead. Make sure that you show her the way. You decide the place. You decide the time. She complies to your terms. That's it. That's all you need. Even when you meet, you need to establish yourself as the master. Top. You need to be the master, and she needs to comply. How? So how you make her comply? And this is where I'm good at. I'm extremely good at. That's why I'm very good at flirting and courting girls, because I know the psychology. Not because I read it, I tasted it, I use it. You need to, and the big reason why is I love this shit. I love power dynamics. I know the dynamics between relationship, how to be top, how to be, you understand? Is a delicate balance. So how you make sure yourself the master of the girl? Now, very simple. Make sure you are the judge. That's my first tip. What judge means? You need to judge people. You know why? Judge is extremely ancient role of humans. Everybody's scared of God. Why? Because God will judge you for what you did in your past life, for what you did on planet Earth. Let's say I talk about God in Christianity. God, once you die, God will judge you if you deserve to be in heaven or in or in hell. He will judge you. He's the ultimate judge. Yeah. A trainer, when you go to work out and you hire a personal trainer, he will judge you how you move, and you will listen to him and you try to make sure you pleased. You're gonna please him, judge. Teachers, judge. You understand what I mean? You try to please, and judge is someone who gets constantly pleased because you are kind of like verbally attacking and putting labels to someone, and that guy is defending. You know what I mean? It's like the judge is like this. Judge decides your fate. If you are with a girl and you are the judge, she's gonna be under you, because she's gonna make sure that she wants to please you. She wants to please you. So for example, I see this girl, I say, I don't like you with me, I don't drink, but I say this girl, I don't like you drinking. I don't like drink. Why are you drinking? You're an alcoholic. That's what I said. But not serious. You need to be playful at the same time, because obviously you are flirting. You're not like, oh, you're alcoholic. You don't need to be aggressive. When you say, your tone is to be neutral, even I will say playful. And, playful. And it doesn't create that kind of wrong tension. So, I'm not alcoholic, blah, blah, blah. And she's going to start to explain to you. She tried to justify why she's not alcoholic. So she tried to convince you that she's not alcoholic, and that's power, because that means she's playing your game. That means you're judging her. She took the judge defensively, and in order to please you next time, she's gonna drink less. Oh, you are. Look at your shoes. I don't like the shoes. Guess what? She start defend. Oh, my shoes are these, blah blah blah, and she start to say blah blah blah. I love these shoes. Next time you're gonna go out with her, she's not gonna wear the shoes. She's complying. When you judge someone, you force the other person to comply to your demands. And that's extremely important. You need to be the judge in a relationship as a man. But obviously, guys, this is manipulation. It's very used with caution. With caution, this advice. It's very powerful. But obviously, when you judge, you need to do judge for the good things. For the good things who improve the human condition. So I said to this girl, you need to stop drinking. You're an alcoholic. Because I want her to drink less. Why? Because for her health, for her life, you fucking don't drink every day. She was drinking on Monday, Tuesday night. So what the fuck is wrong with you? I told her, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're alcoholic. Boom. She doesn't drink now. So it's a big one. Being a judge is extremely important. So, and this is actually the biggest advice I give. The biggest takeaway of tonight. There are many takeaways, but one of the biggest takeaways being the judge. For example, I'll give another example. The way you frame yourself is extremely important. So you need to make sure that you are on the top. And who is the top? The judge. God, remember, is at the top and is a judge. If you commit crime, you get judged by a judge. You understand? Judges are the top. Even presidents, prime minister are judge. They're deciding the destiny of people. So you need to make sure that you are a judge. And not only that, you need to use the stick and carrot. And this is like same as being a judge, but is stick and carrot. Punish her when she needs to be punished and reward her when she needs to be rewarded. For example, this is where confidence comes from. Make sure that she respects your boundaries. Make sure she respects you. That's extremely important. You need to make sure she respects you. The moment she starts disrespecting you or says something you don't like, you punish her. Not physically, guys, fucking, don't verbally. So if she says, if she does something you don't like, let's say she's drinking, darling, you're drinking too much. It's not good. I'm not too happy about drinking. Or she's talking about Allah. I'm not too religious guy. I say to her, listen, darling, I don't. How many times I told you I don't like to talk about religion. You need to make sure that your boundaries are respected. So she makes sure that when she starts talking about Allah, blah blah blah, you say, darling, I don't care. Stop talking about this. And she makes sure she comes and she's gonna say, oh, okay, Bobby, okay, let's talk about something else. So this is a sign of compliance. And make sure that she doesn't cross your boundaries. The moment you feel that your boundaries are crossed, you need to speak for yourself. And the moment you speak for yourself, most of the time, she's going to comply. She's going to respect your boundaries because you're a man. Because that's what she expects from men. Make sure that you don't cross your boundaries. And every time she does something good for you, you reward her. How? It doesn't mean gifts or, yeah, you can touch her or affection. Yeah, even like verbally. Just like, let's say, like, oh, for example, she says, oh, I don't know, when I'm with my boyfriend, I never touch anyone as outside of my boyfriend. And you're gonna reinforce the message as you either touch her, you tell her, oh, well done, I'm very proud of you, congratulations. You make sure that she's you make so carrot and stick, the old method, but works. Hey, machines. Anyway, let me relax for a bit. Hopefully, guys, you I mean, only one person is only one guy here, but yeah, hopefully you learning something. That's how I treat that's how I do with women. Some other time is there are, for example, I went out with this girl, yeah. She's from Bangladesh. and I position myself as a daddy. So when I, for example, now this girl called me daddy, that's powerful. This is powerful. Like, oh, but you so corny, bro. If someone call, if someone is a girl, if a girl call you daddy, that's a very powerful way to please a man, and that's why you reward her by saying, "I love when you call me like that." So you're rewarding her the fact that she's calling you the right way, and you're gonna reinforce that mechanism. So she's gonna call you often because you praised her. Or if she called you, "Oh, you are a bastard," you make sure you punish her. But in this case, I position myself as a daddy. Why? Because I made sure that I leaded at the first interaction to like basically control the situation, choosing the place. Uh, I made her comply. Like for example, pour some water, pour me some wine, do this, do that, walk on this side. So make sure that she complies to your micro commitments, to your asks. And then obviously we're gonna talk. She has a past trauma. And one of my talents is basically to talk about deep shit like psychology. Maybe you can call it trauma, a lot of trauma. I like to talk about traumas of other people's life, and I want to like uncover the facts. I want to know why. And then basically I was a psychologist, and I try to reassure her and make sure that she's fine with me. And that's why she called me daddy, which is like emotionally she feels secure, physically she feels secure, and that give me a lot of power over her. But obviously I'm not gonna abuse this power because I'm not a bad person. So that's important, guys. And other things, blah blah blah. I can talk about this dating stuff, which I love, by the way. So good shit, homie. Honestly, it's good shit. And yeah, guys. Anything else you wanna talk about? Anything else at all? Oops, I disappeared, homies. Let me get. Here I am again. That's it, guys. Hopefully you learn something from today. But I give you a lot of advice and stuff. And women. So there are a lot of concepts I want to talk about, and I'm falling in love with social dynamics. I freaking love that shit. Power dynamics, social dynamics, interaction between of power, clash of power, body language. I always felt fascinated for these things, and when it comes to women, is I'm fascinated with women as well. Obviously, it's a mental game. It's a game, guys. At the end of the day, flirting is a game, and I cannot emphasize enough how many times I fucked up, how many mistakes I done. A lot, a lot. And one advice I can give you is as well is make sure that you are emotional control. One of my biggest weakness, I tend to be impulsive, so I tend to say things without thinking, and that's bad. That's bad. How many relationship I fuck it up, bro? You cannot even understand how many. You can't really understand how many, especially via text, because people tend to not ask me uncomfortable things in person. They ask by message because they lack confidence, whatever the reason is. I'm very direct, I'm very honest, face to face. So, and how many times I fucked up because I was impulsive. Pro. Impulsive is a very bad trait, guys. Impulse is bad. It's bad. One of my biggest weakness is this: is being impulsive. It's like making decision without thinking, or make sure the emotion win over me, and I start to go crazy. And the moment women perceive anger, frustration, impatience in the man, you lost them. You lost them. It's like, you're not even, yeah, like you're sometimes you're not even like breaking the relationship. you are severing relationship. You are destroying relationship. You are not breaking, you are destroying, you are severing relationship. And the moment you lose your cool, the moment you lose your impulsive, the moment you start to speak with emotion, the bad emotion, anger, impatience, frustration, and pressure, you lost them. That's it, you lost them. How many times happened? Crazy, 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 crazy. So yeah, uh yeah, guys, that's it. um that's it, guys, that's it. I'm thinking to organize a photo shoot event with some females, just for fun, and just to see, like, I'm gonna start to put myself into the social status. I'm gonna start to play a real game now, and definitely I'm gonna organize some photo shooting events to get known in the city of London, and to start to get known. Basically, that's my goal, and that's to start to get laid at higher levels, because that's for me is important. To get laid is important, guys. It's something that I don't wanna give up on. I think I can be a sex addict. I'm not gonna lie, guys. My lust is so big. It's unbelievable. It's actually unbelievable. So I stopped many things in life: drugs, tobacco, alcohol. I stopped many things. Coffee. I stopped many things, and I'm fasting for 3 days. Next week I'm gonna be fasting for 3 days to give you, like. So I overcome a lot of shit and addiction, but last, staying with girls is something I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up because I do enjoy it. I wanted to stay with them. Even if you say, oh, Gera, but if you stay with them, you're going to be less successful. I say, you know what? I'm fine. I'm fine with it. If you tell me, oh, Gera, you're going to be less successful, you're going to have maybe, I don't know, less money, less success, less career progression, because you get, instead of like focusing your efforts on growing, you just focused on women. I will say, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Why? Why? Because life, life, because I enjoy, bro. It's something that made give me peace. It's something that keep me entertained, keep me busy, make me fulfilled, make me. It's like I'm opening myself a part of me which I don't usually open. Is amazing. Female energy is amazing. I don't want to renounce it. I don't want to say, oh, let's go monk mode like many people, and do this, do work, bro. This is no happiness. I tried. I'm telling you, there's no happiness over there as well. So I don't know what people really think about, but there is no happiness in that, and I can guarantee you, there's no happiness on working and grinding your ass off. You need to get laid. I mean, there's nothing you can do about. For me, you need to get laid. You know, the thing is, they say my quote of when I'm gonna die, you're gonna see me on quotes.com, and you're gonna see me saying this quote: nobody gives a fuck if you don't get laid. Nobody gives a fuck. So what's the point to be Bill Gates? You cannot get laid. What's the point to be very rich if you don't get laid? If you're, what's the point to be rich if you suck at flirting with women? What's the point? There is no point. You need to be good at everything. You need to be good enough at everything. You cannot be a tycoon, very good at business, and then you suck with girls. It doesn't work like that, because girls are like, it's our rib. You know, if you take about the Bible, you cannot live in a world without women. Some people say that choosing a woman is the best decision of a life because it's going to make or break you. So, guys, women are important. You shouldn't neglect them for other things. You should neglect them maybe for a period of time when you need to be focused, when you try to get something done, but you shouldn't neglect them for life, or you shouldn't have a bad mindset around them, or you shouldn't have a bad, You shouldn't think bad about them, because women are great. All right, guys. In 6 minutes, I think I call it a day. I'm gonna be stopping. Going live, and I'm gonna do something else right now. I'm gonna either edit some videos, or I'm gonna organize this photo shooting event, which I think it can be sick. It can be done. So yeah. Okay. Any more questions? That's it. I don't think you got any more questions. One person live. I think this guy is even sleeping. I don't know. Maybe I'm watching myself. I don't know, by mistake, because there is no freaking way. Maybe I'm watching by myself. But this live is not. They're not pushing. Nobody pushing this fucking freaking live. That's fine. But this is what it is. It is what it is, my boys. Yeah, that's it. La, 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 la. This guy, this guy's funny. Yeah, bro, he's making views. Yeah, my friend is gonna grow like this for sure.
Years of one-to-one coaching, thousands of hours of talking to people.
They put basically all their emotions on you.
I'd just go home, I would make my meals for the next day and go to bed.
Yeah, that's when I think you realize, like, I need to do YouTube, because then I can actually help so many more people.
Yeah.
Without being completely overwhelmed and exhausted.
So if anybody was asking me again in the future, I'd just be like, watch this video.
Yeah.
And it just so happened to get some traction. I was like, oh, this is actually what I should probably be doing. Years of one-to-one coaching.
All right, guys, I'm about to go. Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go. I start the stuff to do. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye, homies. When I finish? Freaking hell, bro. How do you